Okay, call to order, roll call, Sarita, please.
Alderwoman Davis. Alderman Vaccaro.
Present.
Alderwoman Howard.
Present.
Alderwoman Hubbard. Alderwoman Murphy.
Here.
Alderwoman Spencer.
Here.
Alderman Muhammad. Alderman Oldenburg.
Here.
Alderwoman Boyd. Alderwoman Clark Hubbard. Chairman Ballmer.
Present.
6 present, you have 4.
All right, item 3, excused Alderman will hold to the end of the meeting. We'll move for approval of the minutes of the February 13th meeting.
I make a motion, we approve the minutes of the February 13th meeting.
Second.
All right, Sarita, please take roll.
Alderwoman Davis. Alderman Vaccaro.
Aye.
Alderwoman Howard.
Aye.
Alderwoman Hubbard. Alderwoman Murphy.
Aye.
Alderwoman Spencer.
Aye.
Alderman Muhammad. Alderman Oldenburg.
Aye.
Alderwoman Boyd. Alderwoman Clark Hubbard. Chairman Ballmer.
Aye.
6 aye votes.
Thank you very much, Sarita. We will now move on to the item before us. Is Board Bill number 202. Alderman Middlebrook, you are the sponsor. If you'd like to take the hot seat. If you have some people speaking for you, we'll, once you do your thing, we'll have them take a seat and announce themselves as necessary.
Okay.
So please proceed.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman, members of the committee, good morning. Good morning. Board Bill 202, this board bill amends an ordinance number 66570, which authorized a lease agreement with the city of St. Louis for certain lands with the Port District near Tyler Street for 25 years ending in 2029, with 2 remaining 5-year options. The amendment authorizes a 10-year term exercising said options and increases the rent to $19,345.68 next year, and increasing by 3% per year thereafter. This is for Kenstra, and I do have the people from the company here if you have any questions regarding this lease and the extension of it.
Okay. With that, is there any questions of the sponsor? We'll go on Alderman Vaccaro. Any questions?
No.
Okay. Alderman Howard, any questions of the sponsor?
This property is along the river?
Yes, it is. It's in the Port District.
Okay. And they are operating, ready-mix
You
concrete?
missed the fun last.
Yes, they are.
Okay, supply?
Yes.
Okay. And so what was the rent before this?
15,000. 15,000.
Okay. Okay. And so it's, you've already started paying the increased rent since it was effective January 1st, 2020?
Yes.
All right. That's all I have. Thank you very much.
All right. Alderman Hubbard, any questions, or would you like a moment to settle?
No questions.
All right. Alderman Murphy, any questions?
No, asked and answered, please.
All right.
Asked and answered.
Alderman Spencer.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. This is, where along the riverfront would this be located?
This one is at, I'm sorry, let me get the address.
It's actually not on the riverfront.
No, it's like right in the port. It's, I can show you. I took a tour. This is it right here. So Tyler Street, right up in this area.
I'm not familiar with where Tyler is.
Where's the river on that map?
So you know
Oh,
where,
so this is First Street. Okay, so that's Broadway.
you know where the sketchy place is on Broadway that
That describes a long stretch of Broadway.
sells the adult things? Tyler is
Right.
right,
Oh,
like
okay.
a
All
block.
right. Yeah.
Of course you
Okay.
know that, right?
I have no idea what you're
saying
talking
that, I was
about.
trying to think of
It's
something
illegal.
else that was over there.
It's a legal sketchy place.
Right.
It's legal.
So in my head, I was trying to picture
Picture.
something else other than that.
Okay, gotcha.
Not far from business.
Did you bring these in?
Not far from visitors,
Right.
but a block, it looks like it's 2 blocks off of the river.
Yes.
Got it. Okay, just trying to situate myself here. And this is owned by the Port Authority, the land is
Yeah.
owned by the.
Tom, you want to take a seat, please? And announce yourself. We have a little louder, please, a little louder.
I'm Tom Ray, I'm with Armstrong Tees, and I represent the Port Authority. It's owned by the city of St. Louis, and it's in the Port District, so it's leased by the city through the Port District with the approval of Board of Public Service.
With properties that are owned by the city within the Port Authority, do those leases always go through the Port Authority, or can they also go directly through the city? I'm just curious for a general understanding of the Port Authority's
The
involvement?
answer to that is probably yes and yes. They always go through the Port Authority. However, because there's an ordinance that says it goes through the Port Authority, you could actually come over and pass a subsequent ordinance and the city could lease it directly. But right now, everything goes through the Port Authority that's in the Port District.
Got it. And, but the leasing agreement is with the city and the revenue
Because the city's
goes
the owner.
with the, to the city.
And the what goes?
And the leasing amount, the rent,
Goes to the
goes
Port
to-
Authority.
goes to the Port Authority. Oh, okay. So even though it's owned by the city, the rent goes to the Port Authority.
Correct.
Okay. Thank you, Mr. Chairman. That's all the questions I have.
All right, thank you very much. Alderman Oldenburg, any questions?
Real quick, just make sure I understand. Is this amendment exercising our 2 5-year options?
Here's, Alderman, here's what happened, and the amount of money that they're investing is high six, seven figures.
No, probably 700,000. but
700,
all
okay.
the equipment.
What happened, this was a 25-year lease. A company bought out Five Star Ready Mix and entered into an assignment of that lease, which is what we're amending. It's been, you know, with concrete, it dries fairly quickly, so you have to do something with it. With NGA coming, they decided to open this plant up because it's gonna be closed. So they're gonna invest a lot of money in this thing, so we had 2 5-year options.
Yep.
And at the end of 5, we could terminate, so
Right.
they asked for 10,
Got it.
so that they would have the last 10 years, and that caused a rent increase. That's how we got here.
That makes sense to me. Okay, no further questions.
Thank you, Alderman. Alderman Boyd, any questions?
No.
All right. And so at the end of this 10-year term, there is no option at that, it's a renewal?
There's a 25-year cap by charter on port leases, so
Okay.
it's gonna have to go back out for bid, or they, you know, we can negotiate with them at that point in time if they
Okay,
wish.
but you have to wait till the end of the 10 years, there's no opening up negotiations before that, by the way?
Correct.
Okay, thank you very much, sir. With that,
If you're making motions, I'll make.
I'll entertain a motion.
Make a motion, we pass Board Bill 202 out with the due pass recommendation.
Second.
You can't do previous one.
No. Sarita, please take roll.
Alderwoman Davis.
No, you weren't there late.
Alderman Vaccaro.
Aye.
Alderwoman Howard.
Aye.
Alderwoman Hubbard.
Aye.
Alderwoman Murphy.
Aye.
Alderwoman Spencer.
Aye.
Alderman Muhammad. Alderman Oldenburg.
Aye.
Alderwoman Boyd.
Aye.
Alderwoman Clark Hubbard. Chairman Ballmer.
Aye.
8 aye votes.
All right, thank you. With that,
Thank you.
we'll pass it at 202 out with a due pass recommendation, and we will excuse the absent alderman for necessary absence. And with that, I'll entertain a motion to adjourn.
I'll make a motion.
Second.
Previous roll,
Yes.
meeting adjourned.